Welcome to the Friday Breakdown. This is Failure to Stop Breakdown, the #1 channel where law enforcement first responders go to be informed and entertained multiple days a week. Also, we're over on FAWKES News multiple times a day with all the breaking news to keep you guys in the know. Today, it's all about breakdowns, and we've got a case right out of Louisville. This is a carjacking case. It is intense, high energy. It's going to be a great case. I have Tyler from the Anti-Hero Podcast, still working full-time as law enforcement. He is here from Orlando to break this down with me. And then also somebody formerly from Louisville Metro who knows this area better than most. I got Dexter Pitts from the book I Am Pitts also on here to break this down. Today's show brought to you by ghostbed.com/Wolfpack. and factormeals.com/Wolfpack50. Let's go.
The growing calls across the nation to defund the police.
To end policing as we know it.
Off the charts violence in New York City. 11 people shot in just 8 hours on
This is
Sunday.
about the police officers who every single day put on that uniform and they run towards danger when we run away from it.
Guns up, giddy up. A lot of people up in the chat today. David J, Will Gray, Naishkin from across the pond, Dustin, Bosco Autry, Felony, Melanie, Loren, and more. Thank you guys for being in the chats. Let's go ahead and bring on our guest today. I mean, not really a guest. He's more of a host. But we've got Tyler from the Anti-Hero Podcast. We've got Dexter Pitts from the I Am Pitts Podcast and the famous book, which I have read not once, not twice, but 3 times. I Am Pitts, Memoirs of a Black Man. No,
that's right.
Memoirs of an American. Dude, that's when I wish I could have the N-word with the O, not the hard R. You know what I mean? When you say memoirs of a, you know what I'm saying? I
prefer Negro. Negro sounds a lot more powerful, a lot more majestic.
Why does that word sound? You know, it's like when the gays went to queer. I thought queer sounds very bad.
Exactly.
I thought queer sounds harsh. I always think that I honestly, from a white guy's perspective, I actually cringe when I say black guy.
Or blacks.
Weird?
Or
Ooh,
blacks.
When people say the blacks,
like, it's horrible. Yeah. I'd rather say the Negroes. It just comes off the tongue a lot better. That's why Biden didn't get in trouble when he said the great Negro, because it sounded great.
I think it sounds nice. I think it sounds classier than blacks. I actually had a woman in the grocery. She was like, "Oh, I heard you moved out to this way." And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And she's like, "Where did you buy a house?" And I said, I bought it over, you know, and I told her where I bought it. She's, "Oh, honey, that's across the tracks. That's where all the blacks are." And I was like, oh man. One, there's like 6. There's like 6 black people. Like in the whole
She said they were at capacity. They didn't have room for any more.
You know, I mean, granted, she's probably in her 80s at this point, but how are you guys doing today?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Good, man.
Listen, getting ready for October. We got do you have shift today?
Oh yeah, I gotta be in it too.
All right, we'll get you out of here quick. This is a fun day. So this will wake you up. This will wake you up. October 18th, 19th, Shell Shock in Orlando. All of us are staying at the Sheridan North. Dexter, if you're on your way, let me know. I've got you. I got you. I will put you in a room. I got you personally. If you want to be there, Shell Shock, it's going to be huge. 18th is the comedy show at Tactical Brewing Company in Orlando, Florida. Tactical Brewing Company. It is at, I think, like 6 p.m. is when the doors open, or 5 p.m. is when the doors open. It goes pretty much all night. We got a live podcast afterwards, the Anti-Hero Podcast. So you're going to get comedy, live podcast, special guests. And then the 19th, Shell Shock. This is a SHOT Show meets Vans Warped Tour. A lot of big bands, a lot of big things going on. It's a podcast-a-palooza, Anti-Hero Podcast, Donut Shop Podcast, 2 Cops, 1 Donut, Failure to Stop, Fox News, FAWKES News, Conservative Anthony. You got Eddie Gallagher, Kyle Rittenhouse. Who else you got?
Dennis from Street Cop.
Dennis, Street
Mike
Cop training's going to be
Perry.
here. So many.
Damn, everybody.
It's going to be so sick. All brought to you by Anti-Hero Podcast and ghostbed.com. All right, let's get into today's case. Today, this is not too old of a case. This happened in Louisville. Dexter, real quick, you are familiar with Louisville. By the way, before I get into this, and I'm going to bring it back up, but here is his book. Head over to Amazon right now and buy a copy of the book. Look, at this point, it's less than a cup of coffee these days. Yeah. What does the book run, like $12? It's like easily a cup of coffee.
Constantly changes, man. I don't know what they do, but the price constantly changes. No more than $5. I'm sure that some days 12. Who knows?
Well, I'll tell you this: it's probably cheaper than a Starbucks coffee at this point. It's cheaper than a carton of eggs. I can guarantee you that. Which, by the way, I just did this thing on FAWKES News about the Teamsters pulling out. You're a big Teamster, aren't you, Tyler?
Nah, we're a FOP.
Oh, you're FOP
for life, baby.
FOP. Are you FOP as well?
Absolutely.
Were you guys shocked to see the Teamsters? I mean, I'm a Teamster, and so the Teamsters have sent out pamphlets every month, and they're so hyper political, and they've been so anti-Trump for the last 8 or 9 years. I was actually shocked. I was like, you guys have been sending out tons of literature being anti-Trump and anti-conservative, and all of these things, and now you guys are kind of switching sides is pretty bonkers to me. But
did they endorse Trump?
No, they won't endorse him. But
okay,
you know
they
what?
Just won't endorse Kamala.
Right. But 60%. So they did an in-house poll, and 60% of their in-house poll that they've had out for over 6 months, 60% in favor of Trump versus the 34% in favor of Kamala Harris. And then they don't go and endorse Donald Trump, but they've endorsed a Democratic president, a nominee every year since the Clinton administration. So, this is kind of like a new territory for them. But anyway, covering it over there on FAWKS. This is more about case breakdowns. Louisville popping off right now. It's a big deal. This is a win for Louisville. I want to go ahead and just, yeah.
Finally.
You guys have had, but you know what? I was shocked to see that your boy Sergeant Mattingly had another win. So it's all done. The civil suits are done. And did I see it correctly? Did the civil suit show that Breonna Taylor is the one that fired the gun and not?
I'm not 100% sure on that, man. I would have to talk to John, but yeah, the judge came back and said, "Hey, everything y'all were saying back in 2020, y'all were actually right about. We were wrong," which is absolutely insane, and shows that we could have avoided all of that chaos over the last couple of years if they would have just told the truth.
You know what's insane is I was talking to a federal agent, and he was a man of color, a black man. I hate saying black man, dude.
At this point, why does it matter what color he is?
Well, it does matter. In this story, it matters. And he and I were talking casually. Had nothing to do with the podcast. And he was actually a customer. And he brought up Breonna Taylor. And because I told him I do major case breakdowns. If he's ever interested, check out some of my case breakdowns and check out some of our other podcasts. And he's like, "What cases have you broke down?" I listed a few. And then he's like, "Did you ever break down the Breonna Taylor case?" He's like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Wouldn't that just terrible? Like, wouldn't it terrible that those cops killed her in her bed?" I mean, it just gives. And I was like, "Whoa, what, bro? Like, what? This was weeks ago. This was, I don't know, like maybe 6 weeks ago." And I'm like, "Bro, what planet are you living on? That this guy is a federal agent, a federal police officer, and he's still hanging on this whole Breonna Taylor sleeping in the bed, EMT worker, warrantless." And so I had to educate him, of course, to which he became aggravated with me and said, "We'll have to agree to disagree." I said, what are we agreeing to disagree on? That's facts of the case, my friend.
That's like arguing with an Amish person about needing electricity. Like, it's just some people, you're not going to change their mind.
No, even after all the facts have been out, man, it's ridiculous, dude. But like I say, who the first person to craft the narrative and gets it into the media wins. And they won the PR battle with all that bullcrap, man. Because we sat on our hands too long.
And that's a bummer too, man. Because usually cops, like, it's just not in our nature to do the whole like racial thing. Like, I mean, it sounds corny, but like, cops bleed blue. And I mean, I am more biased towards my brothers, than I am anybody else. I'll back them without knowing what's going on in my brain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because I'm going to vouch for them. But it's sad to see that another cop. Well, he's a Fed. He's not really.
It's not the same.
It's not.
Not even the same.
you know, I'm glad you said it. And before we get into this, though, that the whole Ron DeSantis thing, just because you're down in Florida, was that not like one of the coolest speeches? I don't know if it's true, right? Like, I don't know if he's really going to come through with what he said, but damn, it sounded really good. And for the first time in a long time, there is like, I have hope. You talk about the one where he said, like, I don't trust the feds, the same ones that dragged Trump through the mud and charged him with crimes, and we're going to now trust them to do the investigation. Yes, but more so when he said he goes, the same feds that we still don't know what happened on at the Vegas shooting, the same feds that we still don't know what happened in Mar-a-Lago. Like, he's like called them out totally, and he's like, the first thing I did, because I knew that Facebook was going to take everything down. I went and said, save the Facebook screenshot, and we have it. You know, within minutes after this thing, the first thing we did was take screenshots of all of his social media and documented his social media. And so we're going to be doing the investigation. I thought that was insane, but I mean, he basically for 10 minutes straight shit on the feds and basically called them out for being corrupt. And it felt good. It felt good to hear it. So I was excited to hear that. All right, we're going to jump into this case. Before we do, Pitts, are you familiar with this area?
A little bit, man. Like, that's more so as you would call like a southwest Louisville, I guess. I believe it's in the 3rd division. And like I said, there's 8 divisions in Louisville, and that's the 3rd. That's more so close to Dixie Highway-ish and kind of backs up to another division out there.
What's the demographic like up there? What kind of crime what kind of crime can we expect in District 3?
District 3, man, that is what we would call, I don't want to be disrespectful, but not gonna call them hillbillies, but it's definitely,
I was gonna say, you might as well.
It's definitely Southern. It's very, we don't take kindly your type around here.
Oh, okay, very white.
Very white.
Jesse Weissman would say white.
Yeah, very, very white, bro.
But it's like this kind of white, like, hey, we don't like the colors over here.
Yeah, but you got the Negroes out there too, though, man. I say Louisville's pretty diverse, and you got a lot of Hispanics too. So
okay, well, my time in Louisville, what I appreciated about the Louisville blacks, coming from St. Augustine, Florida, and being around no black people, being up there with the
Louisville blacks,
is that they are like more redneck than I was. Like when I got up to Louisville, and they were like, you know what I mean? It's that what was the Nappy Roots? Remember the Nappy Roots?
Oh yeah, everybody knows about Nappy Roots around here.
No, that's not Nappy Roots. What was the Nappy Roots?
That was it. That was it.
Yeah. All right. Oh no, hell no, y'all been up and done it. Y'all been up and done. I saw them live, by the way. I saw them live. Very, very cool. But yeah, it was like that whole like very like Southern country. I didn't expect it in Kentucky, being as uncultured as I was. I didn't, it's
ghetto country, man.
Dude, I love that though, bro. That's cooler to me than like ghetto. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They seem like they have more fun. Ghetto country seems like they have more fun. They're not as
they know how to party.
They know how to party. They're not very territorial.
You're not gonna get shot. You're gonna get stabbed with a broken bottle of glass. Yeah.
All right, so that's what we're looking at. That's the type of Kentucky we're looking at here.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and break this bad boy down. So the initial call goes out as a car accident, and here we go. I'll just play it for you guys.
The state police just said the dude just fled the passenger fled with a gun into peddler's malls. Okay. I know if I can get some cars to start the peddler's malls, subject fled from the passenger seat, armed with a firearm.
All right, just pretty typical cop behavior. You show up on a car accident. The driver fled the scene, headed into the Wally World, the Walmart. He's going to get other units en route, and then he's going to head to the call. Not really much to. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, what great free advertising for Peterman. Just
right on the Today's show brought to you by Peterman. What is that, like a handyman service? For those of you who are just listening, I stopped this body camera right as this big Peterman van is driving by with two dudes. Look like maybe twinsy brothers. Are you familiar with Petermans?
I am not.
Okay.
I am not.
All right. I say we give him a free shout out and send him the video. All right, here we go. Let's see. I'll fast forward a little bit here.
What do you got, buddy? So I got the driver. I'm 215 with you. Okay. Everybody's good. I saw the passenger bail out. I couldn't really do much when I got here in this intersection. You have a description of him? So he's a white male with an orange shirt, and he had a pistol. A white male with an orange shirt, and had a pistol in his hand. There's a long barrel.
What's up with this dude not in uniform? Is he just an off-duty cop or is he a firefighter?
I don't know who that guy is, but let me say this about the Kentucky State Police. They are known here as the gray gods, man. Them dudes are badass. You talk about there's police and then there's the law. KSP is the law, bro.
Have you seen that new video of the chick cop? I sent it to you, Tyler, where she just gets to work on this dude. It's like one of the best displays of Brazilian jiu-jitsu in cop world that I've ever seen. Yeah, we're going to break it down next week. It's so bad. I mean, she's a state trooper, like, bro, like no hesitancy whatsoever. The dude's like reaching in her car. She snatches him out of the car, like immediately, like just opens the door, hands on. And I mean, just works this dude over.
Is that the one where the guy?
I'm not going to spoil it because we're going to break it down next week. What's that?
The girl runs. Is that the one where the female comes in to help her?
Yeah, but she didn't need help. She had this dude in her guard. She was like stretching the guard out. So the dude had like no chance of making contact with her at all. She really didn't need that chick's help at all. If anything, I think that chick kind of got in her way. I think she had a plan in her head of what she was going to do next. And then this chick kind of thwarted the plan. But regardless, it's still an amazing case. We're going to break it down next week. So I'm not going to get in the weeds here. But this guy's holding a microphone, holding the mic like he's a cop. So I'm assuming he's off-duty cop.
Yeah, 2 guns. I saw the one.
All right, I'm good now.
His story is
all right, there you go. What's up? Oh, that was you. That was you talking earlier. Did you hear that just now where he said I'm good? That was you from earlier.
I was like, dude, did I just talk?
We had a loop in time, bro.
Bro, before I knew how to screen record, Josh used to always like do the whole thing and everything. And we would play these videos and sometimes I would hear myself talking. I'm like, God, that guy on the radio sounds a lot like me. All right, here we go. So the cop gets the description. The passenger bailed out. They said that it appeared that he had a gun and he went towards the Walmart. So here we go. The cop's going to drive over to the Walmart.
I see a guy walk in there with an orange shirt.
Yeah, he just used my phone.
Where's he going?
Oh, he got on an orange shirt.
Where'd he go, you know?
Yeah, I just let him use my phone.
Okay, stay with me.
That's that black redneck I was telling you about.
Bro, there he is. Yep, there he is. Oh, no, hell no. Y'all been up and done it. Love that song. I have to listen to it all day today. Have you guys ever taken a call at Walmart, by the way?
It's been a while.
At Walmart.
I got the longest foot chase of my life started at the garden center of Walmart. We ran past the automotive section at Walmart. And if all Walmarts are created equal, that's opposite sides of the parking lot. And this dude kept going. And then he went out to the highway or the roadways. But it was, when you're like exiting out onto a road, it's an up ramp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he went up that and I went up that. So then he started walking and I would start walking and then he would look back and then he'd start to jog and I would start to jog. And then he got to the top and he just kind of like disappeared. So I jogged all the way to the top. But when I got to the top, he was already walking and it was the longest. And it finally just gave up out of exhaustion. It was embarrassing. But yeah, Walmarts are like, God, forever. When you're in a situation like this, Walmart feels like it just goes on and on and on. And the body camera shows you exactly that.
Which way did you walk?
I turned around and he came.
Yeah, if you die and go to hell, this is where you go.
What's that?
I said, when you die and go to hell, it's just endless Walmart. You're just walking Walmart for eternity.
You're not falling, you're just walking through Walmart. Oh, God. This is the most annoying thing ever, even when you're not like on duty. Like you're walking, you got to get to the grocery section, you got to get the popcorn, and this bitch.
Like scoot over, like
bitch,
like go center lane and then just go your body weight speed. Like at least get to the right.
But her shoulder's wider than mine too. That's the bad part.
That's dude.
Hey, that's South Dixie right there. That is Dixie.
Is that Kentucky corn fed right there?
That's Dixie Highway at his best, baby.
That's District 3. I can smell District 3 from here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. And then you got another guy.
What's he look like?
White guy, he got tattoos.
White male, got tattoos all on his arm. Orange shirt.
Split on the side.
Split on the side. Did y'all see the guy with the orange shirt?
Damn, dude, Kentucky is like, you guys are like 10 years behind everybody else. Like, I've already seen those like bouncy balls in the cage. Haven't seen those in a normal city in fucking 10 years. And DVDs, like baskets of DVDs,
bro. The DVD bin, yeah.
Bro, like you guys are way behind. Like, nobody's on DVDs anymore.
Get 8 DVDs for $5.
What the fuck is a DVD? You guys still have those like stands outside where you like you go in and like rent a movie from like a
the red box?
Yeah,
there's still a couple here. There's still red boxes here, dog. I swear to God.
You don't.
Swear to God, there's still red boxes here in Louisville.
Yeah. Because how close? Some of these places though, how close? I mean, I would say how close is the video store, but Jesus Christ, you guys probably still have a video store too.
That's in the video store. Actually,
like Louisville still has Blockbusters.
Orange shirt.
He's a young guy.
I see it.
No, not him.
No, the guy just walked that way.
Damn.
Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding
employees,
me,
man.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. For those of you just listening, this cop is trying to just walk down the center aisle of Walmart, and every motherfucker is getting in his way. At this point, the Walmart employee, that was on purpose. Like, he looked both ways and shoved that big ass shopping cart right out there to take the cop out. Like, that was on purpose. Hey, I'm gonna replay it. That shit's on purpose. Boom!
What do you got?
Dude, it sucks to be that guy wearing a bright ass orange shirt because the suspect's supposed to be wearing a bright ass orange shirt.
Yeah, man.
If he was black, let's be real. Black male, orange shirt, got him. Boom.
Where is he?
Yeah, he don't get out the shirt.
Dude, what? Like, one, super friendly here. In Raleigh, nobody would be giving you information. They'd be like,
that surprises me in Louisville, man. It's like there's not a lot of a lot of people that will actually come along and help the police and always like tell you what's going on, where somebody's at.
Yeah, you had like 3 people already, not whites. You've had 3 of them coloreds. No, I'm just kidding. You had 3 people that are like, oh my God, that would never happen where I live. They'd be like, if they did tell you, go the opposite way. They're like, yeah, he went that way. I mean, I'm going that way.
You know, they vote for Trump in November, man.
Are they really?
Probably.
Yeah. Is that Trump territory?
Yeah.
Like, I'm waiting to see Beanie Babies. You know what I mean?
Typewriters.
Like, was that a Furby?
Yeah, he took his shirt off.
Dude, he took his shirt off. Like, this would never happen in Southeast Raleigh. Like, this would never happen. They would never give you that much information.
Hey, it's a black dude telling on a white dude, man. This is his vengeance right here.
Oh, yeah, this is his reparations. Oh, yeah. He knew better this time. The cop knew better. He was like, all right, fucking, I'm going to switch lanes.
Walmart now.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So now he's got eyes on and the guy's running. Again, this is an endless fucking Walmart. Like, he's still, it's like a treadmill. I feel like the cop is on a treadmill.
He's going after.
And this,
going past
this is just hit and run so far, right? This is all we have so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bailed from the car, right?
They bailed from the car with a gun.
With a gun. Okay. I missed that part. Right.
Yeah, bailed the car with a gun.
Yeah, he was being I believe he was being chased by the state troopers, is what it was.
Yeah. Yep. Well, he's the passenger. So the driver was running, gets in a wreck, passenger dips, and the initial call on scene was he had a gun, maybe two. Maybe I saw two. So one gun, possibly two guns, and which has now led us to this endless Walmart where he just passed the Super Soakers from 1995. Is that a Walkman over there? I'm just
going towards the plaza. You better stop. He's reaching.
All right, so he's running around to the pharmacy side of the Walmart, and now he's jumping into a Dodge minivan.
Poor lady.
This lady can't really go anywhere because she's in the drive-thru. And yeah, if this was my wife, I have no idea what she would do, because it's a minivan, right? So she's got kids. Like, you know, women aren't just driving minivans because it's convenient. Like, she's got kids.
Going around back. You better stop.
All right, before this thing gets real good and real heated up, today's show is brought to you by Ghost Bed. And I want to get this out of the way before we watch this guy take a nap. Ghost Bed, beds made in the good old USA. USA. Big sponsor of Shell Shock, coming up in October. If you're not down on Ghost Beds, they got the adjustable mat. Listen, you want to make good decisions. You want to be a good shooter. God forbid. I know we all pray for it. I know we all want the opportunity to shoot a hostage taker and be the hero. But if you do get put in that situation, God forbid, don't you want to be at your best? And that's why it's super important to have a good night's sleep. That's why we love being partnered with Ghost Bed, because sleep is so important to the job. Can't make good decisions if you're tired. Get that like 4th degree rim job sleep that they always talk about. You'll find that on a Ghost Bed. They got the Ghost Bed pillows, which are my favorite as well. I go Ghost Bed everything, but the Ghost Bed pillow I probably use more than my Ghost Bed because I'm in a hotel or an Airbnb. I'll be in one tomorrow, and I'm taking my Ghost Bed pillow with me. Always makes me feel like I'm on the cool side. Head over to ghostbed.com/Wolfpack50. It is literally the gift that keeps on giving and giving and giving and giving. And no, I'm not talking about AIDS. I'm talking about the gift of sleep that you get to do every night, night after night after night. Does AIDS still exist?
Ghost Bed will not give you AIDS.
Does AIDS still exist? Is that still a thing? Like,
down on AIDS? South Dixie, absolutely.
Really, dude. I feel like nobody cares about AIDS anymore. They're like up on these apps. It's
pretty much just a pill now, man. Like, you can pretty much just go about your way, man. It's crazy.
I got you. Do you remember when Joe Biden like called Obama out for getting an AIDS test?
No.
Do you guys remember that? Look that clip up. Like, if you want to tell me, but I'll try to find the clip. I'll put it up on the Instagram story. It's hilarious because Obama's face is like, what did you just say? He's like, I know Obama's got an AIDS test. And Obama's like, what the fuck does that mean? But anyway, no, Ghost Bed will not give you AIDS. Factormeals.com/Wolfpack50. This is meal planning to the next level. Chef prepared, fresh, never frozen, fresh, never frozen, fresh, never frozen. I have to say this because I've gotten like multiple messages where people are like, hey, how do these things get delivered to their door? Are they frozen? Do you put them there? No, they're fresh. These are fresh, delivered right to your door. They have this like Nordic ice kind of at the bottom that just keeps the whole box cool. I get mine every Tuesday. They're color coded. I do the protein heavy. If you can't tell, 15 grams of protein or more. Obviously, Tyler's up on that protein heavy. Obviously, Dexter's on that protein heavy. None of us are getting lean on the calorie conscious. But if you want to lose some weight, hit that Factor Meals calorie conscious meals. I do breakfast and lunch. I don't really need the dinner. I do breakfast and lunch. I get the breakfast shakes. I get the lunch. I order a couple of dinners, but those are mainly for my kids to get them off my back when an emergency happens or we got to go somewhere real quick. You throw them in the microwave for 2 minutes or less, even if you're at the Louisville Metro PD 3rd District station. They got that little Walmart peasant microwave. It'll still heat these bad boys up in 2 minutes. Why? Because they're fresh and they are not frozen. Stop driving to the grocery store. Stop cooking all your meals individually and meal prepping them in these tubs and trying to find the right lids. Just go to factormeals.com, choose from their hundreds of menu items and get your life right, get your diet right, especially in time for the holidays. I like to get lean and mean before the holidays. That way I can guiltlessly eat all the treats. All right, here's where this video is about to get good.
Before Let me say this.
Yeah.
What do you think she's ordering at the pharmacy drive-through? I want to guess it's probably being South Dixie, some diabetes medications, and some Ozempic.
I was gonna say
I'm gonna go ahead and put it
Adderall.
out there.
I was gonna say Ozempic and Adderall. That's the diet around here. That's the drive-through. Like, like Chick-fil-A. Like Chick-fil-A used to just have cars like wrapped around it at lunchtime. Now it's our pharmacies. They're all driving through trying to get their Ozempic and their Adderall.
I was gonna say it's probably Ozempic or the knockoff brand, like
Moderna or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
dude, that shit, like I think I covered this on one of our Monday our Society and Culture News, but like nothing drives me nuts more than when somebody tries to like act like you're retarded for asking if they're on Ozempic, and they're like, no, I am not on Ozempic. But then you further the conversation to find out that they're on like the knockoff brand of Ozempic. You're like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it. It's like steroids. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're a pro athlete and you have to hide the steroids, why lie about it?
Yeah.
Like, just say you're ripping it, baby.
Hell yeah. Be proud, man.
But I was covering Kelly Osbourne. She's like, I am not on Ozempic, but I am taking diabetes medication. Okay. So you didn't punch him in the face, but you kicked him 6 times.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, I never punched him. Like,
I'm
okay,
not,
I got you.
Not on Ozempic, and you're like,
not on.
Dude, I tell everybody. So the VA put me on Ozempic.
Yeah,
I've not lost a pound. That's because I'm in the gym and I actually work out and lift weights, but it has helped with my blood sugar though. So I'll tell people, I'm like, man, like I'm not trying to I don't want to get skinny.
yeah, fuck that.
Nah,
Yeah,
I need mass, dog.
Yeah, like they give me Viagra, but I still don't get hard. I fight through it. I don't want to be hard. Just kidding. I think about getting hard. I'm hard right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, and I have no problem with Ozempic at all. Like, I don't think there's any shame in the game. I think what makes it shameful is how many people are lying about it.
Exactly.
Like,
and what they're using it
that's
for.
What makes it the joke. If everybody was just like, hell yeah, I lost a lot of weight, I look good, I'm on Ozempic, you would be like, damn girl, you do look good. But the fact that they're like, oh, I'm just eating healthy, I'm making better life decisions.
Well, what do you think about people that are saying what do you think about people that plug sponsorships that like, oh, use this company for like Factor Meals, like, oh, Factor Meals, and it's like, is it Factor Meals that got you skinny, or is it Ozempic that got you skinny?
Yo, are you trying to say I was on Ozempic?
No, dude.
I have never fucking taken Ozempic or any weight loss drug in my life. And I will fucking show you. Does this look like a man who's on Ozempic? Does this look like a man who's on Ozempic?
Have you ever seen the South Park? That episode is fucking great.
I've not seen, I want to watch it though.
They did an Ozempic episode. It's fucking hilarious.
I've seen enough of it. I've watched like the first like 45 minutes of it. I never got to finish it, obviously, because I have 5 kids. It's hard to watch shit like that. Yeah, it's so funny where they're going like to the parties.
Yeah,
little Ozempic party. They got them on the trays. But you know what? Like when people tell me, like, the reason why I know you're lying is because a lot of those Ozempic, they got the heroin face.
Yeah, man. They look,
which is too much Ozempic. That's too much. Like, tone it down a little bit. You're addicted. Like, you can tell when somebody have an Ozempic problem because they have the heroin face. Cheekbones are flying out, which is too much, right? Like, moderation in all things. Like, moderately do Ozempic. You know what I mean? Like, I think there are people who can. I don't know, but sometimes I think Ozempic doesn't look healthy.
Does when it looks like me, and you actually look.
God damn, dude. I mean, you look good though. You're a good looking man. I just killed Amber. Somebody said, "Why did I kill Amber?" Maybe somebody listen. I don't care if you're on Ozempic. Really, like, I think you should lose weight. I think your weight loss journey is personal to you. I think however you want to get skinny is probably healthier than being super fat. So I'm not anti in any way, shape, or form losing weight via Ozempic or tummy tucks or anything. I'm not.
I mean, like, dude, I take TRT, Bro, I
got no problem with it. But what I have a problem is when you lie about it. Like when you're like bamboozling somebody into thinking that like you've got this mental fortitude that's so strong that you can do keto for a year straight. And you know what I mean? Like, I know I don't have that. Like, I don't have that. So don't trick me into thinking you have it. Me being like, damn, though, we got a disciplined girl over here, raising 3 kids and doing keto and doing all that. Get the fuck out of here. Just tell me that you took an easier route. I'm for it, baby. I'm for it. I can't afford it, but I'm for it. All right. well, either way, this woman's probably been scared skinny if she was fat, because this is absolutely a terrifying incident. And let me play it out.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
All right, let me ask you this though before we go into this. Dun, dun, dun. What do you do in this situation? Let me just go down the line. We'll go with our special guest first. Pitts. Guy's running from you, has a gun. You've already called out on the radio that he's reaching for the gun, and he jumps into somebody else's car.
Man, I say press him, close with, man. Get up in there, fire. Because you don't know what he's gonna do with that lady inside.
You gotta shoot.
You got to, man. You have no choice but to.
But you know what sucks is all of that shit that they talk about. Don't shoot into a moving vehicle. There's no reason that you should ever shoot into a moving vehicle. It is not deadly force to shoot into a moving vehicle. You don't know where that round's going to go. The glass could deflect the bullet. Don't shoot into a moving vehicle. And now here's a situation where you 100%, I mean, unless I'm wrong, Tyler, tell me, is there any way that you get around shooting into this vehicle right now?
No, and I agree with Dexter 100%. If your instinct as a cop is not to move in fast, because that's like anything. That's like SWAT. That's hostage situations change the game, and you move fast and decisively. I don't know if I would have remembered in that 1 second the windshield factor where the bullet goes. Like, I would like to say maybe I would, but I can't say that I would remember, like, if I have a split second to not shoot through the windshield and shoot through the maybe an open door or something. But yeah, I agree.
Another thing you would have to take into consideration is you said it's a van. The time of day, there might be kids in that back seat. So try to clear to a side, to that right side. I know you don't want to be up against a wall because it kind of pins you in, but you want to try to clear that back seat, make sure no kids are in there.
Because
I don't think you really care.
I'm not SWAT.
This bad guy is not, you've got him because he doesn't necessarily want to kill that hostage. He's threatening to, where you now want to kill that bad guy. So I feel like instinctively you're going to know, I want almost to get a contact shot. Like, I want to get close. If the guy gives up, he gives up. Like, if I open that fucking car door with my gun at his neck and he gives up, pull him out, cuff him, and we're done. But he's already with the gun, right? He's got the gun, he's got the charges, and then he just took a car. Like, you're good all day. Like, pretty much, he's gonna have to convince you not to shoot him.
Right? Yeah. Talk me out of it, sir. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. You have to take that shot, and this is why I always, I remember being in our reality-based training where they were telling us, we are not shooting into cars. It's against our policy to shoot into cars. And they spent a lot of time talking about not shooting into cars. And I pushed back on that. I'm like, I don't think it's safe to say, and I don't think you should be spending this much time. I mean, obviously say the policy is not to shoot in cars, but I don't think that we sit here and harp on it so much to where you scare me about shooting into a car, because I can think of some scenarios where you might need to shoot into a fucking car.
Yeah. Their argument is, and it stemmed from cops, like when somebody's trying to get away and cops are like, he's coming right for us, and unloading in the car.
That's another South Park episode, by the way. You remember that one?
One of the OGs.
He's coming straight at us.
And,
the animal,
I think that's what they were trying to combat. But like you said, they overdid it with never, ever, under any circumstances, should you shoot in a car.
Right.
But I mean, people in Louisville are probably still shooting out tires on the side,
I wish, boy. That definitely not Louisville Metro. Well, we've gotten really progressive.
They're still using lassos.
Get them.
Riding one of the blacks down to the jail on the back of your horse. Lasso.
Down to round us up some blacks. No, by the way, this is a white guy, folks. This is the suspect here is a white guy. So,
and that's obviously okay. I'll be the first one to say it, even though we're all going to say it. That's on your mind too. You know, if it was, it's like, you know, the guy's skin color matters in your decision making. You can probably suppress it in a half a second. And go, it doesn't matter. I got to do my job. But you know, you're looking at, what do they call that? Optics. In any situation you do.
Everything's about optics nowadays, man.
But you know what? I guarantee you,
it's about what it looks like and not what it is.
Yeah,
I guarantee you that cop didn't know what color that victim was, nor did he care. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't care if that was a black woman, an Asian woman, a Mexican woman. You know, what he saw is a bad guy about to do bad things to somebody. And we'll let this thing play out. Here we go.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Now, dude, look at that first shot.
Where's the bad guy at in the car?
I think he's in the passenger side.
Well, that first shot is damn near the center mass of the fucking thing. So is he shooting at the guy? Is the guy trying to get over into, because you see the blurred out dot? That's the driver.
Yeah.
So she's pressed way the fuck out of the way. Is he leaning over her to like put the gun up to her head? And he's taking that, because that first shot is not in the passenger seat.
That's taking out little Tommy in the back.
And you can see it. And so you know that if you got that tunnel vision and if that's not where you wanted that bullet to go, your thought is like, fuck. Which is not good for your second shot. For anybody that's shot competitively. When you can see where your first shot is and it's not where you wanted it to be, it's really hard to
shooting under stress is a different feeling, man.
And he just ran a long way. So yeah, I mean, this is why we train, dude. This is why you train. I'm just thankful that Kentucky is finally installing lights underneath their canopies in their drive-thrus. You can see where the wires are hanging down. It's that new technology.
Get out of the car! Get out, man! Get out!
Okay, so that looks like it's his hand on her steering wheel, and you can hear the engine revving. So I bet you what he's doing is holding onto that steering wheel and with his hand pressing the gas pedal.
But it's still in park.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I mean, isn't that what it looks like?
And like, dude, like where that cop is too, if that bitch goes at the acceleration rate that is being pressed to right now, that cop's gonna get crushed against the wall. Man. And I don't know. I mean, I hate judging cops at all, like under shit like this, because I don't know how I would perform, but I probably wouldn't want to put the hostage between me and them. Unless you're like making a conscious decision, like at least there's no backdrop if I shoot right next, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, if he moves the other way and he misses, he hits her.
Yeah.
At least those bullets are flying out into, you know, civilian land.
Next door.
Yeah. They can, yeah. All right, there's that first shot. You see his hand come up.
Get out, man! Get out!
Oh, yeah. So he is right there. That is where he's at. That's exactly what's going on. Did you see that? It's exactly what's going on.
Get out of the car now! Hands up! Hands up!
Oh, yeah. Eat him. Eat him.
Get it.
Dude, listen to her. She is like,
She's like, fuck this.
Hands up! Get your hands up now!
bro, that is the shittiest run. Watch her run, dude. Just watch this. Watch her run. Look at this run. Look at this.
Her Ozempic ain't kicked in fully yet, man. She ain't back. She ain't there yet, dog.
That's the only gear you got. You got nothing more in the tank. Like that's the slowest fucking run.
And that's like adrenaline run too. That's the fastest that her body can go.
Listen, I'm gonna say nobody that's driving a minivan is winning any sort of running competition. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay. People that drive minivans aren't necessarily.
That's like when you get on the lawnmower and you shove that bitch into like 6th gear and it still goes like 1 mile an hour because you forgot to take it off of turtle mode. Like she's hitting 6th gear. She's like, why am I not moving? It's got the turtle mode on, girl.
Stop! Put your hands.
Now that's him screaming now. Like you can't hear her. This is him screaming.
Hands up! Get your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands where I can see them now!
That's that Kentucky accent right there.
Now, let me ask you this, Dex. So let me play this out. Listen to what he has to say, and then I got a question for you.
Put your hands where I can see them now! Hands up now! Shots fired. I can't see his hands. Gonna be in the pharmacy drive-thru. Put your hands up now! Put your hands up! Put your hands up now!
My arms are right here. I can't move.
Do not move!
My right arm's fucked up.
Be advised, he was trying to carjack a woman in the driveway. She took off running back
I didn't do anything.
behind the pharmacy. You didn't listen. You're trying to kidnap somebody. Put your hands up now. Put your hands up.
All right, let me play the last little bit of the video.
Hands, hold up. Hands. Show me your fucking hands now. Y'all got lethal? Yeah. Show me your hands. Hands. Show me your fucking hands.
Damn. Nice.
I can't move my arms. I can't move my arms.
That's my boy Austin, man.
You know him?
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Dude, that's
He
a hard charging ginger right there. Look at that,
man.
haircut.
Dude,
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He actually got in a real bad bike accident years ago.
I need to get off.
Hey, the pistol's right there.
I can't move my arm. I can't move it. My right arm's fucked up.
Dude, I will say this, Eric. Hearing a grown ass man scream out, and he's like, when he was in the car, and he's like, I'm fucked up. Like he was realizing, it's over. I might that was like, damn.
and then he kind of went into shock. It was just like I have broken several bones, broke my leg, broke my arm. I know exactly how he feels. My son just broke his arm this week. Dexter, when you got your arm blown off in half, I mean, you knew you were fucked, right?
Oh, absolutely, bro. It was the countdown. It was the final countdown, man.
Really? So, like, I mean, you take us through it, like, because this guy's living that same thing right now. Like, I mean, I don't think he was lying when he's like, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I generally don't think this guy could put his hands anywhere. When you're in that situation and you're bleeding like that, like,
he was actually 100% submitting to what was going on. He was just letting them know, I'm fucked up. I'm probably gonna die here. Like, and the cops, you know what do? You can't go, okay, put your gun away and run around and like get him out of the car. Like, you're just like, okay,
hold what you got, man.
Gotta wait for people.
Now, I know that when I broke my arm, dude, the worst thing in the world would be to be dragged out of a car and slammed onto the ground on that same arm. Because did you see his hand? Half his hand's blown off too.
Oh, go back. I didn't see it. Which one? The one that was twisted?
Yeah, but so I think where he's fucked up is his collarbone, because you know that really hurts. And you can't move, right? When you break your collarbone, like that whole arm pretty much goes dead. So you could see where he's been shot up in the shoulder. And so I think that's probably what hurts the most, because that's you're out of the fight for sure. The hand thing you can kind of tough it out, but yeah, take a look at it.
Please, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got clipped in the hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the
And there was a
Paralympics
better
next
view
year,
of
man.
it.
That
Man,
was
there's a better view of it.
Fucking around, dude.
Sorry, put that knee in the back.
When they pull his arm around the other way.
My right arm's fucked up. God. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And it's leaking a lot. So he definitely took one right to the hand, but I don't think that's what he's worried about. Yeah, there you go. See it?
Damn, look, damn. Woo, Jesus.
That cop's like, nope, Roast
you.
Y'all did something to it.
But it's that shoulder that's fucking him up.
You think he got clipped in the shoulder too?
100%. Where do you think all that blood on his shoulders coming from?
True.
See it?
Yeah.
By his head? Yeah, I think he got shot right through the collarbone, probably.
I didn't do nothing.
Why'd you run?
Because I had that CO2.
Hey, what kind of man wears that type of belt at that? That's one of them chick belts from the 90s, though.
Bro, he's in Louisville, Kentucky. You're still in the 90s.
That's a school shooter that never shot a school.
What kind of self-respecting grown man wears that belt, dog?
Dude, he just went into Spencer's.
Hot Topic.
He just went into Hot Topic, which is still cool in Louisville.
We still have a Jinko store in Louisville, apparently.
Jinkos are coming back. It's just hilarious. Dude, listen to what he says right here, though. This is the most depressing part of this whole thing. Listen to this really quick. Listen to this.
Because I had that CO2 gun on me.
What do you say?
I need to translate.
I'll play it again. Hold on. Don't ruin it. I want to play it again.
CO2 gun on me.
COP, God help me.
No, hold on.
Because I had that CO2 gun on me.
I had that CO2 gun on me.
Oh, shut it. You're an idiot, sir.
He got shot over a BB gun.
Hey, consequences, bro.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
You know, man. All I know is that you got a gun and you just took a fucking minivan hostage, bro.
Yep.
Bro, I got that. Why did you run? I had a CO2 gun on me.
Yeah, what'd you do with the other gun so the kid doesn't get it?
It's in the van.
It's in the van?
Yes, sir. I took your phone because you threatened to shoot me with it. I swear I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, God. Oh, Lordy. Man.
That's Eastern Kentucky all day.
Man.
You know what's funny, too, is that fucking broad that was driving the minivan is going to be like, I think they were a little excessive. Like later on the next day to the news, like they have to do that.
Like, are they going to clean the blood out of my van or what?
My ears are still ringing. Man, but what a huge win for Louisville. And this is why you train, guys. This is why you go running when you don't want to run. This is why you do dry fires. Oh, that shit's gay. I'm not a gun nerd. Oh, no, dude, it has nothing to do with being too cool or being a gun nerd. This is real fucking life. And when you put the badge on, this shit can happen. I used to hate working out in the police gym and we put a target up and these fucking nerds that would come over to our station and use our gym would then make fun of us. Why you sell these guys always got to, have targets on the wall. Like, and then try to get policies made to where we couldn't dry fire in the gym because it's not safe, because they're not fucking prepared mentally to do some shit like this.
Yeah, I could see where though, if a policy came out like no dry firing in the gym, I'd be like, because somebody's gonna put one through the wall at some point. At some point.
No, we had it dialed in though. We had it like there was like a backdrop to it and everything. You know what I mean?
Karen and HR just goes.
I'll tell you another big win for this was I'm not sure if people have been paying attention, but they have officially selected a new police chief in Louisville, Paul Humphrey. So, man, he got on after this on the press conferences was saying, hey, if you do this type of stuff in Louisville, we're going to come get you. We're going to come after you. And he backed the officer. And let me tell you, man, he stood up for the officer. And I was like, it was so refreshing to hear because it's been so long since I've seen a police chief in Louisville get on the news and be like, yo, cop did what he thought was right in the moment and took care of business. This is what we're supposed to do. And I was like, man, it's so damn good, man. Now, Paul, he's been around for a while, man. His sister was chief at one point in time, Yvette Gentry. He's a SWAT guy. So I'll tell you this, personally, Paul's a good dude, but Paul can be a little bipolar sometimes. One day I see him like, hey, yo, what up, Paul? And he would like dap you up, pull you in, like, what's up, bro? Then the next day you see him, he might be like,
that's that steroid life, dude. That's that SWAT steroids, bro. That's
he ain't
that
Paul ain't on steroids, man. He ain't big.
That's that SWAT Ozempic, dude. That TRT.
But the thing is, SWAT Ozempic. Yeah, but he's a cop. He's a real cop. He's been a real cop. He worked in the hood most of his time. Did SWAT, was the SWAT commander, and all types of stuff, man. So, dude, and the thing is, they should have selected him for the chief a long time ago.
You don't want a bipolar chief, bro.
Man, when I say bipolar,
Raleigh PD had a.
He had his days, man, where he's like just not approachable. But we had a lieutenant.
I had a lieutenant. He's now the deputy chief. And what we did is we had a bulletin board, and there was always stuff stuck to the bulletin board, but we actually had a red card that you flipped it over and was green on the other side. And whoever came into the office and had first contact with the lieutenant was responsible for putting the card red or green, because he would have red days or green days. You didn't want to ask him off if he was having a red card day. You know what I mean? So you always check the board first to see if the card was up. And he never knew it because he was bipolar like that too. It's like,
that's smart.
Some days you walk in, you're like, "Can I get a day off?" And he's like, "Dude, you've been crushing. Of course you had." The next thing you walk up and he's like, "Don't talk to me. A day off? You think you deserve a day off? Get out of my office. Shut the door behind you." And you're like, other days he's like, "Hey man, did you watch the football game? Come on in." You're like,
man, I want somebody. If you're gonna be a jerk consistently, so I know what I'm always running into. I don't like playing the guessing game with people.
Dude,
it's an emotional abuse. Do it, man. Can't do
That's why I do it to my kids. Like I wake up, I got to keep them guessing. They're like, "Hey, Dad," I'm like, "Fuck you, get out of my face." And then other days, I'm like, "Hey, son, how was your day?" And they're like, I don't know, Dad. You got to keep them guessing like that. But no, I'm glad to see it. I'm glad we got to have you on there. Pitch your book really quick. Where can they find your book? The audio version of your book?
Audible at I Am Pitts, Memoirs of an American Patriot, or IamPitts.com. Get it on Amazon, Goodreads. And if you do buy my book, do me a favor, please leave me a review. I'm trying to crack 100, man. Got 72 reviews and I got 5 stars, so feeling good about it. So
hang on, because I've read the book. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know if I reviewed it or not, but I've had the book for a couple of years now. So let me go here. I'm gonna do it right now because I can multitask. If I can do it, you can absolutely do it. Also, while you're at it, leave us a 5-star rating or review on Spotify or Podbean or Apple Podcasts, wherever it is that you leave reviews. Leave us a review here, and then write a customer review. Here we go. Sign in.
Best black book ever. Period. The end.
I already have. I've already reviewed it. I've already reviewed it. There you go. Boom. I can't even see what I wrote. Listen, tell us about Shell Shock real quick before we get out of here.
Yeah, man, you guys got to come. You guys got to come party with us. It's going to be a wild weekend. Like the comedy show that you're setting up and the live. If people haven't been to any type of live podcast, it's fucking wild. It's fun. Like the crowd's screaming at you. You're screaming back at the crowd. Everybody's having a good time. Seats are rotating. We're bringing up people, and then we have the actual concert the next day, and the VIPs that we secured is like Kyle Rittenhouse. I don't know how that's going to play out because the local news now is tracking that we're doing this, and I don't know. At some places where Kyle goes, there's protests.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know about Florida. I don't think they'll do it in Florida. No one gives a shit about anything in Florida, but Kyle Rittenhouse, Dennis from Street Cop Training is going to be there. These are all people that King's Picks Media is going to be there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're just coming to fucking hang out. They're not like fucking going to be, secured somewhere in a loft or signing autographs. Like they want to be there. They want to hang out with everybody. They want to build the culture. So, it's going to
Are they going to be on the live podcast? Some of them?
Yeah. Whoever's coming. I know Kyle Rittenhouse is not coming until super late Friday night because he's going to be in Mar-a-Lago.
Okay.
But
which is like fucking 3 hours away.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's gonna be at Trump's house.
Yeah, he's doing something. I don't know, man. These guys fucking I gotta get my status up there with him and Anthony so I can go party with Trump.
I think even if I did, I wouldn't party with I love Ant. I love him to death, but God, that life seems so exhausting, but he doesn't have kids. So it's probably a lot easier for him. But dude, I hung out with him for like 3 days and it felt like 3 years. He filled every minute of that trip with creating content. We drove all over the state of Florida, creating content, meeting people, going to restaurants and all these different places to introduce me to people. It was so fun, so hospitable. One of the most hospitable human beings on there. But when I left that house, dude, I was physically exhausted. And then I went straight to your place, Tyler, if you remember that.
You looked like you were a little exhausted.
Bro, and then I drove all the way to Maryland to Tim Pool's house from your house. So
Oh, that was back in November, October.
Yeah, it was something like
You
that.
came and
Yeah.
did the podcast, episode 41.
Yeah. Oh, you remember the podcast I was on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to redo that too. I got to do it different. We got to delete that one and redo it because now you guys are like big time, and I could have been a lot more interesting. I was so tired and exhausted, but it was cool to see what's his name there. All right, guys. Well, it was fun hanging out with you. Appreciate all you guys. Follow Anti-Hero Podcast. Follow I Am Pitts Podcast. Follow Two Cops, One Donut Podcast. The Donut Shop Podcast. New York's Finest Unfiltered Podcast. The FAWKES Fox News YouTube channel. The Rad Kids Club YouTube channel. All of the things on the Fox Media Network. Make sure your ass is in Orlando the 18th and 19th of October, staying at the Sheridan North with all of us. We want to party with you. We want to hang out with you. Oh my God, hang on. Amber says, don't ignore me. What did Amber say? Hold on. I can never. God, she's like the most needy. She's like my daughter.
Dustin, I was in the Army, just so you know, brother. 10th Mountain Division, sir.
10th Mountain Division. Probably one of the only black guys in the 10th Mountain.
Comments?
Oh, on the comment section on the live.
Oh, okay. Eric, I'm sending a friend for you to autograph. She's a stream. I'm sending a friend for you? Like, what's this human trafficking?
Yeah, what is this, like to my harem?
Tansy's about to be the white Diddy.
Hey, listen, I've been watching Game of Thrones. I've been watching Game of Thrones. And yesterday was that episode where they bring in all the whores for the squire after he saved Peter Dinklage, and he rewards them with like 6 whores. And my wife like looked over and she was like, "What would you even do, honey, with that?" And I was like, well, first thing I would do is that chick that's like folded her legs over. She's like, "Stop, wait, what?" She was like, "Stop." And I was like, "What, you asked?" She's like, "Yeah, I thought you would say you wouldn't know what to do." And I was like, "Oh no, honey, I'd 100% know I exactly know what to do there. I'm a man's man." So yeah, send me your friend. Send her to me. Don't tell her I have 5 kids and a wife. Get out. Come on now. She's a streamer. Yeah, dude, I'd love to stream with her.
Need that 6th child, bro. From
the Sheridan on the 18th or 19th. What time can she get your autograph? Listen, if she's at the Sheridan North on the 18th or 19th of October, I will be there all week. I am not one of these dudes that hides until it's my time to come out. Matter of fact, when I opened up for Vinny Montez and everything, like Vinny kind of like stayed way in the back, and I was out on the floor. Every time I've done comedy with Jay Durrell, they have like a green room. I've never ever stayed in the green room. I've never taken a sip of water or anything from a green room. I stay out on the floor with the people. I sit at the bar. Matter of fact, last comedy show I just did, I was sitting at the bar with a girl telling some jokes. My wife was working the bar, so like, nothing nefarious here. And then I did the show, and then I came back and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so mad at you right now." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Because I didn't know you were one of the comedians." What? So yeah, Amber, she will have my autograph. I'll be with Tyler. Tyler will be forcing drinks down my throat. For some reason, he's been trying to get me drunk. I don't know if it's a Diddy thing or what he's got going on, but every time I hang out with him, he's like, "Drink more, Eric." Remember that last time I pounded like 4 NA beers, and he was like, "Bro, are you good to drive? Are you good to drive?" He's like,
"Is that
4 beers?"
Is that in the pub?
Yeah, in the Irish pub.
I didn't know they were non-alcoholic beers.
Yeah, dude, I was pounding NAs, dude, like a champ.
Sounds like a horrible thing.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, appreciate all of y'all. Guns up, kitty up. Until we meet again, we'll see you guys hopefully October 18th and 19th. And yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Head over to Refracted Wolf Apparel. Get you a t-shirt. Go over to Amazon, get you an I Am Pitts book. See you guys.